Beneath the glitz and glamour, jewelry fairs selling high-value and portable precious stones and metals products may attract individuals who facilitate criminal activities or launder money. So the question is, money laundering is the process of making money obtained from criminal activities appear legitimate. It involves disguising where the illicit funds came from by passing it through a complex series of financial transactions. However, it can also be as simple as using money from criminal activities to purchase jewelry. But why jewelry? Precious stones and precious metals such as diamonds, gold, or other luxury goods containing these products appeal to criminals as they hold significant value in a small, easily transportable form. These assets can be easily resold or transported across borders, converting the value into clean money. In other cases, criminals may just want to enjoy them as fruits of their crime. Prevention is the first line of defense to mitigate the risk of criminals laundering money or assets in Singapore. Precious stones and precious metals dealers, or PSMDs for short, are gatekeepers because they are at the front lines of this fight against money laundering.
I'm Pei Fen, currently a senior executive in ACD, handling enforcements and operations matters. ACD oversees the precious stones and precious metals dealers, licensed money lenders, and pawnbrokers. A registered PSMD is required to have in place internal policies, procedures, and controls against money laundering, terrorism financing, and proliferation financing risks. PSMDs need to assess and identify if certain transactions may pose a higher MLTF risks. When there is suspicion of MLTF or when there are cash transactions above 20,000 Singapore dollars, PSMDs are required to carry out customer due diligence measures to obtain customers' identifying information and to verify their identity before transacting with them. This helps the dealers to determine the MLTF risks and take mitigating measures when necessary. Dealers should also file a cash transaction report or suspicious transaction reports with the Suspicious Transaction Reporting Office where appropriate. PSMDs thus play a critical role to ensure that Singapore is effective in implementing its anti-money laundering, countering the financing of terrorism, and countering proliferation financing policies through PSMD sector so as to mitigate the harm that these illegal activities has caused to society.
As part of ACD's engagement efforts, regular visits are made to large-scale jewelry exhibitions to spread the anti-money laundering message. ACD also uses the opportunity to engage foreign exhibitors about Singapore's anti-money laundering framework. Before visiting the exhibitions, ACD checks on the registration status of the participating exhibitors so that it can focus its engagement efforts on the exhibitors who may be unaware or have a limited understanding of Singapore's anti-money laundering requirements and measures. In one such exhibition, ACD found that one of the local exhibitors, Company A, had overlooked renewing its registration as a precious stones and metals dealer with the Ministry of Law. An investigation was conducted into Company A's sales of jewelry, and it was found that Company A had conducted regulated dealings for a period when it had no valid registration. Upon completion of the investigation, Company A was issued a composition notice for the offense, which it subsequently paid. Company A's registration to be a PSMD was also approved. This is just one of the many ways that the ACD regulates the PSMD sector.
Consumers can look out for red flags such as seller avoiding to provide certificates or source details for products or exhibiting unusual urgency to complete the sale. Consumers can do their part by reporting suspicious individuals, business, or property to the police.